Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I just got done watching the movie Dream Scenario starring Nicolas Cage. And this movie, you've never heard of it, basically what's about, it's about hour and 42 minutes. But seriously, this movie's about an ordinary man finds his life turned upside down when the strangers suddenly start to see him in their dreams. And I've been kind of interested in this movie for a while after I heard some, rumors about it and clips on it online, and finally got a chance to watch it. And I have to say, this is definitely a different type of movie. How they kind of grade it is it's comedy slash horror, and that's a very good way to really describe this film. I would say the first part is a little awkward and comedy part, and then it kind of gets dark, a little horror kind of side, and then it kind of gets a little bit, I wouldn't say depressed, but depressing to a certain point it is. It's not a happy-go-lucky kind of film, but it is an interesting film. If you are, sometimes I don't know if this would be kind of a kid's movie. It's rated R, of course. There's definitely themes in this and definitely images probably for for little kids. But if you're an adult and you kind of want just a different type of movie, just to see what it's all about, I recommend it. So basically, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but I kind of give you the overall story of this. Now, the description talked about he's an ordinary family man. I wouldn't say he's an ordinary family man. He was kind of like he's just a professor at a college, and nobody gives him. He's an older guy, of course. Nobody really, I wouldn't say respects him, but don't really think much about him. His wife and his kids. Nobody gives him any attention, basically, until people start to dream about him. And then he gets kind of recognition in the news and all this. And he starts to like that because people are giving attention and of course, it's off-putting at first, like, what? But eventually people wants to know who he is, and he starts to like it. He kind of leans into it. He wants to promote a book he wants to be doing, and it's all right. And what's the hilarious part is these dreams, they actually make a couple scenes where the person's dreaming and you see him in their dreams. And he's just walking around, not doing anything. He's just walking around or doing things. Now, might be a little bit of spoiler, but the theme of their dreams change. It goes from one particular, being he just walks around, not saying nothing, not doing anything to the characters. But later on in the second half of the movie, he starts doing other things. And I'm not going to tell you what he does. And it causes issues with the reaction the people are getting in the dreams when he's doing the off-putting things. They start to turn on him. They don't like him no more. He's not a celebrity anymore. They don't want nothing to do with him anymore in the area, and in particular, whoever knows about it. It's definitely a different... I keep on saying it. It's like I said, when you go into it, don't have any expectations. I would just kind of be open to it. If you want a good original story, I would say a little bit of weird, just a smidge weird. I recommend it, and don't expect a happy-go-lucky ending. It's not going to happen for you, unfortunately. But if you like Nicolas Cage, man, he done a great job in this movie. I don't think I've seen him in a bad movie. Every movie he's ever done since I've been watching him, he always shows up to play. He don't just dial it in for a cash grab. I think he enjoys the art of acting. He loves. I know he probably get out of debt of his taxes and stuff, but I think he honestly, these roles that he takes, I think he actually wants to do it, and he puts 100%, and he did a great job in this. And it's just a story. It's just very weird, which is fine. I'm kind of guy, I like movies that's a little bit weird to a certain point, not really weird. I kind of like, okay, when it gets too weird, I have to dip out. But this one, it kept me dialed in. I was curious. I laughed out loud a couple times. Got kind of cringe moments in the first half, I would say. And then it started slowly getting kind of dark. I'm like, okay, now I know what that guy was saying was kind of getting a little bit of, depressing kind of at the end. But if I had to grade this, I'll be honest with you, it stuck with me longer, than I expected. It's definitely not a convenience store experience. It's definitely not a fast food experience. This is like a very offshoot of a sit-down restaurant kind of experience. You stop at this restaurant and you don't know what to expect. The theming is very weird. The food is made a little differently, but it's okay. I didn't hate it. It was okay for what it was. I was very intrigued by it, but I respect it a lot. I didn't. I think the people who made it was A24, I believe, and it did well. I don't know how the general audience will like it, and I guess sometimes I can be the general audience, but I pick and choose what I like to watch and review. And I had an idea. I'm going to talk about review this regardless if it's good or bad. I try my best to push myself to kind of give you the best movie review I can, and not just talk trash about it the whole time. There's a lot of people who just watch movies just to talk trash. Now, if I come across a movie that I want to review and it's trash, I'll do it. Like I did with the latest Ghostbusters, but I just left it as it is and keep on going to the next, But anywho, I'm getting off of the path. But I recommend, I guess, dream scenario. But like I said, going in, I would have low expectations. Don't expect anything. It's definitely not family friendly, so it's just if you and your spouse, whoever, want to watch it, that's fine. It is a little weird. It is a little weird, but I enjoyed it, oddly enough. But yeah, I just want to do a quick review and give you my take on this movie. I thought it was all right to watch. It was, like I said, an hour and 42 minutes. Wasn't long at all, but it was well. It didn't feel that short. It was very well done. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed watching this review of this movie, and I guess I'll talk to y'all later. See you later.